Welcome to the Blended Mamas podcast, where we talk about co-parenting, the good, the bad.
The funny and the sad.
I'm Maria. I'm the stepmom.
And I'm Sam. I'm the mom.
And we have new mics.
Yes, we do.
So this should sound a lot better. My apologies.
Yes. We're just trying to figure out which sets were good.
They were brand new, okay?
Oh,
I was like, first I thought it was us.
Mm-hmm. It really made me self-conscious. I'm not going to even lie.
I just thought it was us. I'm like, oh, okay.
I was like, I sound like shit.
We didn't put them on the right spot. I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
And then after the second time, I was like, no, these are trash mics. And so I got new ones.
I was literally like so nervous though that that's really how awful I sound.
Not at all.
That shit was like terrible.
Hold on.
Did it just turn off?
I was going to ask you, do you have any good books that you're reading right now?
Yeah.
What are you reading?
I actually do. I pulled it up before.
Yay. I know,
because I was like, oh shit, she just mentioned that right now.
Yeah.
Well, also because the books that I'm reading too, they have a playlist of music that you can listen to while you're reading it.
What?
Yes. And
like instrumental music?
Mm-mm.
Wait.
No.
What is this?
No. Okay, for instance, like one of them. Watch, I'm going to show you, okay? Okay, see where it says books?
Uh-huh.
Okay, so these are the two books that I read. I'm missing
is it something like the author created? Or like, like fans created?
No, the author actually wrote it in there. This is for one of them. Okay.
Wait, what book is this?
This is called, first one is called Oath and Omissions. And look at Lana Del Rey. Chase the Atlantic, who actually became one of my favorite bands. Look at fucking The Neighborhood.
So you listen
while... Yeah, you can listen to it while you're reading it. And those two, I've read about, let's see. Because I actually bought all of them.
Okay.
Let me see if I can actually get the things. Hold on. Okay, so there's Promises and Pomegranates.
Who's this by?
Really good. It is Sav R. Miller.
Okay.
Okay.
What style book? Is this fantasy? Is this romance? Is this spicy?
It's spicy.
Okay.
Oh my God, is this spicy? Look, for me, I'm a Pisces. I'm very open about my sexuality. Mm-hmm. You know I've been very open. I don't think it's gross.
Yeah, girl, I'm a Scorpio.
I'm very
We're cool.
You know, like when people get really shy, I'm like, why? Like, please,
tell me all about it.
Tell me more.
Literally us at the permanent makeup appointment.
Yeah, and we were talking about talking about Mr. Gray.
Yeah,
that's what we're gonna name him.
Literally, Mr. Gray.
Fucking Gray. He's amazing. Mm-hmm. But the first one I read, I was like, oh, okay, this is like pretty crazy, kind of intense. It's very mafia based.
Okay.
Fantasy, mafia, spicy. That's how I describe it.
Okay.
Okay. And it's not like Italian mafia. It's just like, just that kind of...
Is this fantasy like there's dragons and things?
No.
Okay, so it's just like, it's like current world.
Current world, but we all know it's full of shit kind of stuff. Or I don't know, maybe it's not. But I've read, oh my God, I'm on the fourth one.
Okay. Okay,
because I think there's 6 of them. I think. Hold on. Let me actually look. 6, or there might be 5. No, not 5. 6 or 7. Because there's the what are they called?
The prequel.
Prequel, or no, like the book before all of that is supposed to happen. Yeah.
The prequel.
Is it called prequel?
Yeah.
I thought it was called something else. So okay, the way I get books, I judge their cover.
Yeah, of course.
I have to.
Who doesn't? I hate the saying, don't judge a book by its cover. Bitch, that's all I do.
How am I not supposed to?
If the cover's not cute, rude. I don't want to read it.
And they're really, like, you can see the kind of, like, books they are, and they're really pretty.
I really need you to read a Court of Thorns and Roses series.
I have that.
I need you to read them.
I have the first one.
Okay.
I have the first one.
When you're done with the series.
I have to read the series first.
I need you to read that.
Yeah. Because this one, so I've read Promises and Pomegranates, Vipers and, I always forget how to fucking pronounce that word right there.
The Vipers and Virtuosos?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
And then Liars and Liaisons, Souls and Sorrows, Arrows and Apologies, and Oath and Omissions.
Oh.
So I've read Promises and Pomegranates. I've read Oaths and Omissions. I've read The Vipers and that one word that I can't fucking say. And I'm now reading Arrows and Apologies. Oh my god. I actually had to skim through one part because I couldn't do it.
Like it was too spicy?
No, it was kind of gross in a way, but kind of spicy.
Wait, this was a sexual scene you had to skim through?
And I literally was like, I don't think I could read all of it.
That says a lot.
It was a lot. No,
if you can't.
It was a lot. I was like, oh my god. I got uncomfortable. That's how much I couldn't read it. I could not read it.
Okay, I'm intrigued.
I don't know if I could. I'm gonna try and like say it without saying it.
Oh, you're gonna tell us? Okay.
Yeah, like I'm gonna. You guys are probably gonna laugh at me because I don't want to say it, but I have to say it.
Okay, say it.
Okay. So you know, like when us women go through Shark Week.
Yes.
Yeah. But I guess he removed the plug. Oh my god, that was more grosser than I intended it to be. So
oh my. Okay.
And he was just eating.
Wow. After taking the plug out.
Mm-hmm.
I could maybe understand if the plug was in.
Yeah, no.
You know?
Ow. And they even...
Interesting. Okay.
I was like...
Yeah, I would have had a skim.
Like, when I read 50 Shades of Grey, and I read that part,
mm-hmm.
It didn't even gross me out.
Right.
But the shit oh my god, I was like, this bitch just knows the kind of style I like, but I could not take them.
That's hilarious. Oh
I literally got uncomfortable. I haven't read it in 2 days because I literally got uncomfortable. I was like, I need a break.
I need a break after that.
I need a break because it was a lot, but I really, like, it's the storyline of it, even though I know it's, like, not true. Like, it's fiction,
Yeah.
And I love fiction. And when I was reading it, though, I was like, God. Like, these are the kind of guys that fucking have so many red flags, but you can't help but fucking love.
Yeah, that's definitely, like, the lore in those spicy books, is you kind of get to dive into that fantasy of, like, the bad guy.
Yeah.
Because in real life, you're like, no, I'm a smart person, I know better.
Yeah, no, I would never be with any of these motherfuckers in the books. But it kind of gives you an unrealistic kind of, view of things, like, meaning, like, I wish I had a man that was that crazy
about you
over me, and was an asshole to everyone else because that's what he's supposed to be.
That's how
not like an asshole to be rude, but
that's how I feel about the Court of Thorns and Roses series.
Yeah, you and then
I would probably like that series.
I think you would.
Yeah, I probably would.
I think you would. I am so down to let you borrow any of those books.
Yeah. Okay.
Because I even got Allie, and how she is. She's reading them right behind me.
That's so funny.
And I was like, and I even told her, I'm like, look, there's going to be some parts that you're going to have to skim. She's like, really? I was like, I couldn't even do it.
You're like, ma'am, you know what? I'm not going to speak for you.
Yeah, but I'm going to speak for you. Don't do it.
So, but just take your time.
Yeah.
Okay.
Just and she even told me, she's like, I kind of skimmed through this. I was like, please do. Please do. I was like, because I don't think I could look you in the eye after we both read the same thing.
Oh, that's funny.
Like,
that's the other fun part of reading those is when you're like, did you read it, or what part are you at? Yeah. I'm an audiobook girly because sitting to read feels impossible with the boys right now. So, and like if I stay up after they go to bed, I'll just fall asleep. I won't. I would like my picture perfect day would be putting them to bed and then coming downstairs and like enjoying the quiet living room while reading.
Yeah.
But I'll fall asleep. It won't happen. So I do audiobooks on my commute because I have like a 40 to 45 minute commute to work every day there and back. So that's like an hour and a half of
right there.
Reading time.
Yeah.
And so I've been very much into the Sarah J. Maas, all of her series. So I read A Court of Thorns and Roses, the Crescent City series, and then her Throne of Glass series. And they're so good. So good. You would love, I think you would particularly love the Court of Thorns and Roses, and then the Crescent City. I think you would like Crescent City better.
Yeah.
But you have to read a Court of Thorns and Roses.
I'm a series kind of girl too.
Yes. And they're really, like really big books.
Oh yeah.
So I love a big, like the audiobook's like 28 hours. I'm like, fuck yeah. I'm going to be listening to this for like a month, you know? But right now, something about like Christmas time made me want to read Harry Potter again. And I actually have all the books. I've had them, like I bought them one by one as they came out when I was a kid, because they were still coming out when I was like reading through them. So I've read them 3 times, like with the physical book, but this time I was like, I'm gonna do the audiobook version. I've never listened to them, so I've been listening to them, and I'm on the Goblet of Fire, which is the 4th one, and it is so good. It's the version that's read by Jim Dale, and he does such a good job of all the character voices, like, and there's like little funny moments of music in the background and stuff. And I just like forgot how much was in the books, because I think I've just read the movie so many or watched the movie so many times that I've forgotten. Like I thought that's all there was.
Yeah, but there's my brain so much more to it.
Yeah, my brain forgot all the other stories in the books. So like, The Goblet of Fire is such a good book. There's so much more to it. It should have been 2 movies, hands down. Yeah. So I'm reading through it and I'm like, holy shit, this might be my favorite book. But it's my least favorite movie. I never really liked the movie.
Yeah, don't get me wrong, I like the movie, but I've heard everybody that has read the Harry Potter one. So I kid you not, I think I've heard at least a few people say that they should have made it longer. Yes. And they should have added, I think, like certain parts. I forgot what parts, but
there's so much. Like the house elves are like really involved in that book, The Goblet of Fire, but you don't see them ever once. But like Dobby's like, I think in the movie they made it where Neville gave Harry the like, what is it, the gillyweed, so he can breathe underwater for the like underwater tournament event or whatever. Yeah. But really it was Dobby, because Dobby was involved in all that. And there's this whole like, Hermione was doing like house elf rights, so she was trying to fight for house elves to not be slaves. Aww. In that book. I was telling Carlos, I'm like, I feel like my personality was shaped because I loved Hermione so much. Yeah. That growing up, I was like, I want to be like Hermione. Like, what would Hermione do? And now I feel like that's kind of who I became. Like, I relate to her so much. But anyways, it's been really fun to listen to those. So that's what I've been reading. I have a stack of books on my desk.
Yeah, I know. I can.
That I need to read. Those are all my book of the month ones. Those are really good. They're like early release from like really hot authors. The other author I read recently was Frida McFadden. Holy shit. She has a series called The Housemaid.
Everybody.
Bitch.
Oh my god.
I read it in a day.
Did you really?
The first book, every book I had to read it in a day. It was so good. And I was listening on audiobook. It was like 8 hours. I was just like, nobody talked to me today. I have my AirPods in. All I'm doing is listening to the story. So good. So good.
Really?
10 out of 10 recommend. Frida McFadden, Housemaid series. Book 1 and 2 are great. Book 3, I think you should read it, but it is not as good as book 1 and 2. Okay. That's all I'll say about that.
So just pretty much just get that series is what you're
yes.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Because I'm the type too, when I go to Barnes & Noble, I don't do audio. I don't do Kindle. There's a reason why for me. I love the feel of the book in my hand.
Me too.
I love physical books. Yes. I hate paperbacks, but I'll get it if I have to. Yeah. Give me a hardcover any day.
Oh, it's like the smell of the paper.
Yeah, and like feeling I'm that, and I love to just read in the tub too.
Oh, with a candle on.
Candle, bubble bath. Now that I'm not drinking, I use a Capri Sun though.
Oh, I know, with a glass of wine.
Yes. Good Lord. If I was like, don't get me wrong, I'm not completely
origami.
Oh, man. That's when I read the fucking gross part.
You were like, my.
I was stoned off my ass.
And your imagination was going everywhere.
It was there. Like, I was watching it. It was gross. Like, it was just like, I don't know if any of you guys have seen the movie Saltburn.
No, I haven't.
Oh my god. Okay.
You know me. I don't.
Yeah. No, it's a good movie. It is a really good movie.
Okay.
It's you have to have a strong stomach to handle those kind of things.
Yeah, no, I
but it makes sense because when I watched it, I was like, what the fuck did I just watch right now?
Yeah. And
I kind of took a deep dive. And I really looked at it, and the director had even said that, I think it was a woman. I can't remember. Oh my god, please forgive me, whoever has seen it and knows.
Wait.
They had said that movie is a whole metaphor. And there's so much more I want to go into but I'm the type where I don't like giving away things about a movie. But it's a metaphor. Yes. It was
Director,
really, really good.
Emerald Fennell, which is a woman.
Yeah.
It came out in 2023. It's rated R, thriller comedy, and you can watch it on Prime Video.
Mm-hmm. So good.
In a nutshell, confused, twisted, and intricate.
Yes.
You know what we just watched the other day? It was on Netflix, and it was called The Awakening with Robin Williams.
I wanted to see that. I was like, when the hell did this come out?
That's what Carl said. He's like, I've never seen this.
I was seen it.
We watched a little clip, like the little trailer, and I was like, oh yeah, let's watch it. Bawled my eyes out.
I love him.
It was so good.
I miss him.
I know.
I love him.
That's what I kept thinking too.
I was like, he literally molded our childhood. You know what I mean?
You have to watch it, because that will get you. Like, so I'm not, I can't tell you guys what happens.
Yeah, because I'm a type where I'm like, don't tell me anything.
But it's based on a true story, which will break your heart. Oh. And the whole purpose of the movie is just to, like, take advantage of life.
Yeah.
And the fact that you're alive.
Yeah.
So the fact that he's in it.
Oh, my God.
Knowing how his life ended, it's a whole other layer.
Oh God, I'm scared now.
I was crying, but it's a really good movie.
I've been seeing it, and I'm like, okay. I put it on my list.
Okay. Yeah.
And then, okay, don't laugh at me.
What?
I'm trying to make it light now because I love Robin Williams. Like I said, I think our generation, he literally was a part of our lives in every single aspect. You're talking about Miss Doubtfire. You're talking about Jumanji. You're talking about fucking Aladdin. Hello. Genie. He was our childhood in a person.
He was.
Yeah. Like, so honest to God, he really was. So but the movie, and I was talking to my mom because I think for some reason the actors that are in this movie, just anytime I've watched movies with them, I always think of my mom. And it's with Lily Tomlin, Rita Moreno, Sally Field, and Jane Fonda. And it's called 80 for Brady, and it's on Netflix.
Oh, cute.
I fucking love that movie.
Wait, what's it about?
It's a true story, actually, too.
Okay.
I didn't know that. But it was, I guess, like these 4 elderly women in their 80s that literally became hardcore fans of Tom Brady.
Oh.
And they actually went to the Super Bowl to go see him.
Stop it. This is so cute.
And he's in the movie, too. Tom Brady's in the movie.
That's super cute.
It is so cute, but so those actors, the reason why I love that movie, too, is because, like, those actors, since my mom, like, watched all their movies when, like, she was younger, too, because they were, like, 80, so, you know, all the movies that she would watch, and then we grew up with. So it's, like, old movies. Like, Risky Business was one of them. Ruthless People. What else is there? Oh, my God. I'm, like, drawing a blank on, like, everybody else's movies. I'm only naming Lily Tomlin. But Sally Field, of course, which is my favorite movie of all time, is Still Magnolias.
Oh, yeah.
I know every fucking word.
Yeah. I think I've only seen it a couple times. Yeah.
I broke 4D life. I broke.
My sister-in-law made me watch that when I was staying with her in Tennessee in 2016. She was like, "You've never seen this? Stop and sit down.
I really am surprised that
sit down right now." And I was like, "Okay." Well, no, my mom. If there was anything possibly inappropriate in any movie, I know.
Inappropriate.
In any movie, or she heard anything, it was, like, not allowed. My house had every channel except, like, Disney and PBS and the news blocked with the parental code. Like,
Disney even?
I could watch Disney. I could not watch Nickelodeon.
Oh. Well,
I could not watch Cartoon Network.
Well, I can kind of, yeah, those are a little bit
The
darker.
only ones that were not locked were like,
Disney.
Yeah, and PBS and the news.
But how was that movie?
So I never watched MTV till I was like, I literally, like, one of my favorite things to do now is to go on Peacock and just go watch 2000s MTV fucking shows that I was not allowed to watch.
Oh, yeah.
Because I'm like, oh.
Ours was the Real World, Hawaii. That was one of our favorite seasons, mine and my siblings. Yeah. And then, of course, we hated Road Rules. Sorry, MTV. But I want to say that was like one of the ones.
I know Melanie watched, is it Laguna Beach or The Hills?
Laguna Beach was first, and then there was The Hills. Okay,
that was my sister's, vice. I really love, and I know you're not going to agree, I love watching the Kardashians. I don't know why I eat it up. And so literally I've gone back to like season 1, episode 1, and I've been watching them.
I liked them in the beginning. I did like them in the beginning.
Oh my god, the episodes are so funny though, because you can tell it's like so fake.
Yeah.
Like so staged. Yeah. You know, they're like the nannies getting topless for what was for their Bruce name? Yeah.
Yeah, or some shit. Yeah. I was like,
and it was like
girl,
super
he's just
staged.
Wearing a fucking bikini. Relax.
Well, she was hired for that. You know, like it was just a whole plot they threw in there kind of stuff. But anyways, that's been like my favorite is going back and watching.
I can't. I feel like that family is very disconnected with reality too.
I mean,
I feel
I'm sure.
They like their life is just all about TV, and I'm like,
I
get it.
They were raised that way.
It literally is like all of it, but
they were raised that way.
Don't get mad when people have an opinion when they hear you say certain things.
Yeah, like Kim's thing where she was like, "You have to work hard," and it was just so out of touch.
It's very hard to kind of take that into consideration when you literally had a fucking silver spoon shoved in your fucking mouth since the day you were born, and you're gonna talk like that.
Right, she had a head start.
Get the fuck out of here. She had a major head start. Yeah, and giving Ray J a blowjob. You know what? I'm just gonna stop.
I do really like how she turned that. Like that was her claim to fame, was the sex tape.
Was that? Yeah.
And she turned it into what it is today.
Oh fuck no! I don't give that bitch credit. I give her mom fucking credit.
Dude,
that bitch is like.
What is the saying?
What a good way to fucking use your kids to get money.
What is the saying? The devil works hard, but Kris Jenner works harder. Yeah. Dead ass. I mean, I can't hate though, because they're like multiple billionaires.
Yeah.
I think 2 of her kids are billionaires.
Shit. Yeah.
So, and everyone else is like a multimillionaire.
Yeah.
So
yeah, that's why when they bitch and complain about other non-big issues, I'm like, bro, you guys really just, oh my god.
You're like, this is a little out of touch.
It's too out of touch for me.
That's why I like it, because Carlos hates when I watch it, but that's why I like it, because I'm like, I want to like imagine this for 20 minutes. Let me just pretend like this is something I'm even a part of slightly.
I can't.
It's like what's the thing is people will go and just like walk down, like it's not necessarily Rodeo Drive, but somewhere where it's like all bougie shops, and they'll just go window shop there, even though they can't afford it, because it's kind of like a visualization.
Yeah.
Like if this is a goal of mine, I'm gonna be that person for now.
Yeah.
So that I can start to act like that person, and not like I want to be a Kardashian or whatever, but it's more like.
Oh God, I hope not.
No, it's more like, I like the business, like entrepreneurial stuff, and like that they probably don't have to worry about a lot of the shit that we do.
Yeah.
Because. You know, they just seem so. To me, it's like
I wish I had.
I want to say far ahead, but not. I don't view them as ahead because I'm very happy with my life and stuff. But it's more like the business side of stuff. I do admire. You know, and
oh yeah, you got to give credit where credit's due. No matter what, they all have a good business sense.
Yeah.
On their head, and I'll give every
but
single one of them that.
But their family stuff is not.
But their family shit is just now. It's just boring.
Like, to me, I'm like, oh, that's sad.
Shut up.
That's sad to me. Is like there's definitely a sense of competition between.
And just the cockiness of it is what I don't like either. That's what turns me off. When you hear like cockiness out of people, like one person, or in one episode, I think like you guys are the most powerful family, and I'm like.
Well,
don't give them that fucking, because as much as you want to think you're high, there's always going to be someone else that's going to knock you down.
Well, I think what I also like too, as of late, is that Kim has used a lot of her platform to, and not that I'm like super pro Kim or obsessed. I don't even think I follow her, but I like that she's used a lot of her platform to help people that were imprisoned
for wrong, stupidest shit.
Yeah, and they're on like death row and stuff. Like her last podcast, I think it was, I can't remember if his name was Keith or Kevin, but he is on death row for a crime that they basically went back, and the main witness is like, I don't actually know if that was him. Yeah. So it's like, how do you not know? Yeah, and also like, how do you fully convict somebody and then put them on death row when it's like so uncertain? You know, that podcast was a good listen. Yeah, because she went and like interviewed all the people around at that time. Yeah, and she like calls the family, and they're like, you get to hear their side, which is really cool. So I would definitely recommend her podcast. Yeah. No. Like I said, no matter what, you know. But it is definitely out of touch, the show. Yes. I think that's what I like
there's no way in hell you guys have that much shit. But at the same time, I always have a lot of shit going on.
No, but you do.
That's why I always said, if they were to ever make a show just about my life in general, I'd probably be bigger than any of those bitches. I'm sorry. Because I have way too much shit.
Because they probably have to like plan and like schedule things. And you're like,
do this.
You're like,
but no. Like, I just want to say this. Everybody is always. I just don't like the fact that they always said about Courtney that she never gave her all. Like, towards, like, the end of the show. And I'm like, bitch, she gave birth 3 times on that show. Yeah. Showed all this shit that was going on with her and Scott consistently. And he's still... And then she actually was the one that started in every single spinoff that they had.
I do feel like Scott just is along for the ride. Like, because he's still on the show. Yeah. He's still on, like, the last most updated season. He's in there.
And it's super awkward. I mean, don't get me wrong. Like, I understand him losing both his parents and all that stuff. I totally get it. But the fact that they were choosing him over her after all this shit that he did to her does not excuse you being a shitty fucking person, dude.
No, but I love Courtney. She's probably like, I think I like Chloe the best. But Courtney's like right there because
I like them too.
Her and Travis have just like really, they have their own separate thing. Yeah. And so they're on the show, but it's very like, separate.
I'm only going to come to...
And but Scott is on there a lot, and I have to say, if I was close to them to Chris, I'm gonna stay close. Yeah, like
no, I get you, but
that's the same thing.
And what grosses me out, honestly, what really grosses me out is when they always say that Chloe and Scott should get together. I'm like, you do know that he was fucking her sister, right?
Well, they like flirt. He always flirts with her.
That's what pisses me off, though. That's literally no respect.
And she's like, ew, because from the way they are, she views him as like a sibling. That's kind of how they portray him as like one of the siblings because he is the father of Courtney's kids. I don't know their names, and so he's still very involved in all that stuff. But so like Chloe will go over to his house a lot, and they're like actually really according to the show, they
look really close.
I don't know if this is real life.
They just look really
but close. According to the show, they look really close, and he'll like always throw a little flirty, like, damn, look at that outfit, blah, blah. Yeah. And she's like, shut up, you know?
And that's weird. I don't like that.
I don't like that either. It's always uncomfortable.
It makes me uncomfortable.
Yeah, for sure.
And I'm like, and then you guys, but the thing is, like, they always shit on Courtney for being how she is, and it's like, I felt like that was always who she was meant to be. Oh, yeah. It's just Travis made her comfortable to be like that. Oh, yeah. Because look at how many, like, she was she's been, like, very, like, affectionate, even like with Scott after everything, you know, so that doesn't surprise me at all. But same. I wouldn't be affectionate towards that motherfucker either if I got treated the way he treated me.
I was cracking up because I watched forever. I like how this became like a
Kardashian thing.
A Kardashian thing. No, but I was watching I never saw, because I haven't seen any of the new the first ones. And I saw the episode where Chloe gets arrested for the DUI. And I have to say, fucking Chris, when she found out, She was genuinely pissed, first of all. Like, you could tell that was, like, she didn't know.
No, that was a legit response.
Yeah, and Kim was
laughing.
Kim told her, she was like, what? And why are you here if she's in jail? And she's like,
been with her.
And she immediately calls the lawyer.
Yeah.
And then she's like, and then you can hear her telling them, the next time, if this happens again, you call me, then you call, the next call is the lawyer. And that's it. Like, we don't leave people in jail. And I was like, dude, she was like...
And then Kim was like, why are you yelling at me?
She's like, I don't even
doesn't drink. I'm like... So you're literally just calling your sister like a horrible fucking kid.
It was so funny. What? I just had to give kudos to Chris though, because she was like, "There's no time to be worried about mom finding out. This is like the one time you fucking need me the most.
You need me to get like regardless. Like my mom's always said too. And now we're gonna go off to a different subject right now.
No, because this
But my mom's said similar shit to us before. Yeah. So if we ever went to a party and we got drunk or anything, she's like, I don't give a fuck. Call me. And I'll pick you up. I'm gonna be mad, but at least you'll be home safe.
That is the one thing I want my kids to know.
Oh, no. I tried. But, back when I was a freshman, I didn't have a cell phone.
Yeah.
Cell phones weren't really that much in.
Yeah.
It was only like if you had money, you had a cell phone. Right. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And, single mom of 4, not in my future.
That was not a priority
I got it,
us.
I think, like, sophomore, junior year is when I got my first phone. But I had seen my cousin at a party, and I'm not going to say what cousin, because I don't know if that person listens or not. But I saw him there, and I was like, I want to go home. I was telling this motherfucker this, and I had told him, can you take me home? He's like, yeah, I'll take you home. I think like a fight or something popped off there. We ended up going to my friend's house that was like close to it. And my sister ended up picking me up. I don't even know how the fuck she knew where I was at.
Yeah.
And she's like, we're going home. And you could tell I was fucked up and everything. Mind you, someone threw up on me.
Oh, gross.
Yes, we were going down and someone threw up on me and it landed on my friend that was in front of me. He thought it was me that threw up and I was like, I don't have anything on me except for my shoulder.
Oh, shit.
And I was like, how the hell am I going to throw up on you if I have it on my shoulder?
Yeah.
And so, and then I went over to, I went home and I was like, hi, Mom. She's like, get your ass in bed. I was like, I'm not even that drunk. I was sobering up.
Oh,
I really was. And I knew if I tried to explain to her the situation, she wouldn't have believed me either way.
Yeah.
So then finding out my cousin, he went to my mom, left me there when the fight broke out.
What the fuck?
Left me. Didn't even bother to fucking look for me. Left me there. Went to go rat me out to my mom and my sister.
Damn.
And I told my mom, I was like...
He could have taken you.
No. I told my mom, I was like... And my mom even asked, she's like, why didn't you bring her?
Yeah.
And he's like, she took off. I didn't know where she went. I was like, I was there for like a good 10 minutes.
Oh my
until the cops told us that we had to leave. And I had told my mom, maybe, I kid you not, a few years ago. I was like, did he ever tell you that I actually told him to take me home? She's like to me, she's like, what? I was like, yeah, I begged him to take me home.
That's funny.
I begged him to take me home, and his stupid ass left me there.
Oh, God.
She's like, oh. I was like, and then you wonder why I don't like many people.
Yeah.
I was like, all these motherfuckers give me reasons to not really like them. I'm like, you know what? You just wanted me to get in trouble for some fucking reason. I don't know.
Ew.
I'm like, I don't know what I did to get you that mad, to leave me there, knowing a fight broke out.
I know, and then you left.
And you left your little cousin there.
That's fucked up.
Yeah. I think I'm 2 years younger than him.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah, and he left me there. Fucking dick.
I don't think I went to any parties in high school because I was not cool. Like, I didn't get...
Shut the fuck up.
No, I'm dead ass. I was like...
I'm not cool.
I was like really quiet and like the church girl.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't... So there was... I think there was like one I went to, but it was like senior year. No, maybe two. One was after prom because somehow I became prom queen. Senior year. Like, the fuck? No, literally the teachers were like, they finally picked the right person. I'm like, oh, if the teachers think I should have gotten it, that...
Mm. You're like, okay.
Okay, teacher's pet.
Teacher pet.
I was. They love me.
That's all that matters.
Yeah, I got good grades. It's fine. So I went to that one. I like they were like, no, you have to come, like your prom queen, like all my classmates that literally I never talked to. Ever.
Yeah,
they were like inviting me to go, and I was like, okay, they're being nice, you know. So I asked my dad, and he was like, you have to be home by 10:30, and I was like, 10:30, like prom ended at like 9, so you're gonna let me go to the party for like an hour? He was like, nothing good happens after 10 o'clock. That was my dad's favorite line. But I do remember as an adult, like my dad, when I did start going out, because, you know, my mom passed away when I was 19. And so I think my dad kind of got to this point where it was like, it was really hard. He gave me a lot of independence because it's like, I was one of the main caretakers for her.
I was gonna say he probably saw
so
what
it's
you
like,
went through.
how am I supposed to tell her, no, don't go, don't live your life when you literally like watched your mom die and took care of her, you know?
Yeah.
So he gave me a lot of freedom after that, and I think he was just going through some shit too, obviously.
Yeah.
So, but I do remember him being like, "You call me. You don't drive drunk."
Yeah,
you call me.
That was.
And then I did call him, and he came. And then after that, he put his card in my Uber app and was like, "Next time, if I don't answer, just get an Uber." And I was like, "Okay, cool." So that was nice, and I think it kept me safe a lot of nights. Yeah, because shoot, I had a good time. I had a good time. Okay, pre-Carlos. So I just like that he was very no judgment about it, you know.
Oh my god.
My friend that I used to go out with all the time, she just sent me a reel, and it was like back in the good old days when you used to show up at the bar and the security would say hi, hey, because they knew you by first name.
Yeah.
And the bartender would automatically pour you a shot and get you your beer, and they'd only charge, literally, I would be there all night, and they would charge me $6.
Are you serious?
And I'm like, sir, I had like 4 beers and 3 shots. Like, and he's like, just give me a good tip. I'm like, okay.
Honestly,
I would
if
just
anybody that gave me like good service, I would always give them a bad tip. And they would always not charge me or like, you know? Yeah, that was, good times. Oh my god. I miss those days. Now I'm like,
I don't know how I did that. I would be passed out. Literally, I would go to school till like 4 or 5, and then I would go home. I don't even know. I would like nap, or I would work the evening shift, and then I would get off, and then go out, and then I would like open, and so I would have to be at Starbucks at 4:30 in the morning. Yeah, but so say if I didn't close the night before, I still would like go out. Like there were many days where I would just be like, it's okay. Like I was at the bar till 2.
Yeah.
Like it's okay. I'll just take a couple shots when I get to work. Because I would go to Starbucks at 4:30 and just immediately pull like 3 or 4. Shots. I would do a quad. I would just, like, let's go.
Oh yeah, no, that was me. I would take at least like 12 shots in a day if I did that.
Yeah, literally
throughout the fucking day.
I think about how much caffeine I used to drink.
Yeah, I was like, I think that's why it doesn't even fucking affect me anymore now. Like, I have to go cold turkey for 2 weeks.
Okay, you guys.
So I can drink it.
When you work at Starbucks, you get a free drink before your shift starts. And then on your breaks and on your lunch. So if you work a full day, and you get a drink when you clock out. So if you work a full day, that's 5 drinks. That's before you come in, your first break, your lunch, your second break, and after you go.
Oh, you would have loved me as a shift.
Well,
I literally would tell everybody, get as much as you want.
Exactly. So that's what the company allows.
Oh yeah, sorry. But I don't work there anymore. So
that's what the company allows. But if you have a good shift like Sam,
yes,
you can have more. Or people also like might do mobile and not pick it up, or they'll order it and it was made wrong, so you remake it and there's an extra drink. So like minimum you would have 5 drinks a day.
Oh yeah.
A lot of it is like teas
Mm-hmm.
or the
water,
refreshers. But I drink so much caffeine.
And like when people, okay, are you the type? Okay.
What?
I feel so bad. Are you the type where people tell you, "Oh my god, my Starbucks! Like, did you know that this, and this?" And I'm like,
yeah.
No, you're wrong. That's not like that's what they told me. I was like, well, whoever told you was fucking stupid because that's not what it is.
What? Wait, what?
About the blonde? They're like, yeah, it's more caffeine. I was like, no, you would literally have to drink at least a fucking full pound bag. No, not even full pound. The actual like the what do you call them? When those bags that they were you a coffee? No, you weren't a coffee master, huh?
No, I wasn't.
Oh shit! Okay, never mind. Because when I had to take the class, we had to learn about like the 5 pound bags.
Okay.
That they used to have, and they even said that there's not enough. Like you would literally have to drink 10 of those to even feel more caffeine.
Yeah.
Like there's no. All it is just a lighter roast. That's literally it. Just the taste.
Yeah.
So I would always describe them like, okay, do you like it to be watery taste? You want to taste it, or do you really want to taste it?
Yeah. And
they'd be like, oh, I really want to taste it. I'm like, then you'll go bold.
Yeah.
That's the only way I was able to dumb it down, even for myself.
Perfect. Yeah, because I think when they introduced the blonde, it came with. They always would pair it. It's always paired with a syrup or something.
Yeah, it was always a vanilla blonde.
Right. The drink is gonna taste. You're gonna have more flavor from the syrup, like the sweetener.
Yeah.
You're not gonna get the coffee flavor.
No, the sweetener is meant to bring out
like
the flavor of the
Don't
coffee?
They do less pumps if it's blonde?
Yeah, I think it's like one less pump.
Right, because you're gonna taste it more.
Yeah.
Because the blonde
or the blonde flat white where there was no.
You know what I miss?
I loved that one.
Is the Holiday Spice flat white. That was my favorite drink, and they discontinued it.
Oh yeah.
I was only there like my first holiday season.
Yeah?
Yeah. In 2016 was my first holiday season. So it was either 2016 or 2017 was the last time they had it. But it was so good. It was like that little powder of all the spices you would throw in there and then you do the flat white. Oh my god, it was so good.
I remember, man, I was there in the beginning.
Yeah.
Like the beginning where we had to make our own cream base and coffee base.
Oh, okay.
We used to have to make that, and we couldn't dilute it. We couldn't add more milk into it. No, we were not allowed to.
Yeah. That was back when it was more about the quality.
Yeah, and now it's too McDonald's. Like, it is. Honestly, that's why I'm kind of glad that I said I would never go back. I would rather work in an actual cafe store.
Yeah.
Like, I love coffee shops. Give me a good coffee shop.
Yeah, would be so fun.
It's I literally want to find a part-time job at a coffee shop.
Yeah, it's so much fun. It really is. Like, there's a lot of, like, people in the community you see, and you have your regulars that come in.
You meet such great people.
You do. Too. There are always coffee snobs who are little assholes about their shit.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
But there's ways to get back at them.
Oh, yeah.
That they'll never know.
Decaf that bitch. I'm just kidding.
Extra hot.
Extra hot.
No foam.
I'm going to give you extra less pumps, maybe.
We had a lady. Did you ever... I know her name, but I'm not going to say it.
I probably know who it is.
She works at a gas station. And she would come by and get... During the holiday season, it was a chestnut praline. During the regular...
Oh, my God. Yeah, I know.
During the regular, it was a hazelnut latte.
Yeah, I know who you're talking about.
It was...
Oh, my God. When I looked in her cup when I made it one time, and I was like...
Because they asked for 14.
14?
But you have to put 15.
I would put 16.
Because 14's never enough.
No.
She'll try it right there and go, can you add more?
Yeah.
Pumps of sweetener, you guys. Literally. Say how did the cup look after all the sweetener?
It was at least a good 3 inches of syrup.
Sweetener. Yeah.
Just pure syrup.
Yeah.
No shots in that bitch. The shots were like, oh my God. It was horrible. It was horrible. The shots couldn't even compare to the amount of syrup that was in there.
Yeah. That gives me a upset stomach.
Literally, I didn't. What did I ever tell? Oh no, I don't think I ever told you. Because I didn't work with Carlos and Maria when I was at Starbucks. For
perspective, for our non-barista people,
yeah,
a regular grande vanilla latte is what, four shots of sweetener?
Oh yeah, 4 pumps of sweetener and 2 shots.
Sweetener. Yes, yeah, two shots and the rest is milk. Mm-hmm. So for someone to get a grande and ask for 14,
mm-hmm. I would only steep,
that's more than 3 times.
Yeah, I would steep a tall size of milk because that would be the exact amount.
Yeah,
yeah, it was horrible. So you're talking about 12 ounces compared to 16. And even then, sometimes I would have to do a short because the tall was too much.
Too much. It's like 4 to 8 ounces.
And then there would be whipped cream in it and everything like that. Yeah. Yeah, that was Love crazy. Her though. Like she was never.
Yeah, she was super nice.
Yeah, always really sweet. Yeah. So, but like that drink, I'm like, oh my God.
That one is one I think I even told her
one time, I'm like, it's diabetes. Yeah. And she started laughing. She's like, but it's good.
I bet it is.
I tried it one time and I was like, oh my God. Or no, did you ever have, I want to say her name because it's not bad. Tammy.
Yes.
Okay, so
Is it the chai?
Yes.
It was like a chai.
So I've seen
That's
her.
That's what's his face's mom.
Logan's mom.
Yes, Logan's mom.
So she would go to all the Starbucks that I would go to.
One of the best regulars.
I love her.
Yeah, so nice.
Obsessed with her.
Yes.
Beautiful person inside and out. Mm-hmm. She would come and she's like, always very sweet. And I remember one time when I was working, it's no longer there, but it was on Telegraph. I was working at the Starbucks there and I was a shift. And she came in during one of my openings and I was like, hey. And like we would talk. She actually got me a blanket. That's the blue one that I have in my house right now.
Aww.
Still have it to this day, Tammy, if you ever listen. So she's like, you need to try it. You need to try. I'm like, you know what, Tammy? For you, I'm going to do it right now. She's like, okay, I want to see you do it. Oh my God. I thought I fucking swallowed peppercorn. Like actual pepper. I literally took a drink and I was like, oh my God, Tammy. She's like laughing at me. Spicy. She was literally like, you know that. You know that. Why is it spicy?
Why is it spicy?
That was literally me. I started choking though.
Oh my God. It's like when you take a spoonful of cinnamon.
I would rather take fucking cinnamon than that shit. That shit was, I was like, Tammy, because she upped it to 8 pumps or 9 pumps.
Yeah.
And I was like, Tammy, what the fuck? I started laughing. She was laughing so hard at me. She was crying because I was legit choking.
Yeah.
I was like, I wish you would have told me it was going to be like that.
You're like, that's spicy.
That's fucking spicy.
That's hilarious. Yes, I remember her. She was so sweet.
That's
what I miss.
She was one of my favorites.
I do miss that.
Yeah, I really do miss.
I also just love it. Just never felt that serious. You know, like the worst thing that would happen is someone yells at you over a drink and you remake it and move on.
I just didn't. It was the management for me that did it for me. I was like, I was there for so long and I got treated like shit. And everybody, like, even what your friend Sam had even said too, that they already had put me as a label. And I didn't even know any of them. Mm-hmm. I legit did not know any of them.
Yeah.
But because that stupid bitch, Rebecca, I said her fucking name. I don't give a fuck. If I ever saw her, granted, it's on site. I don't give a fuck who I'm with. Like, you better hope and pray to Buddha that I have my kid with me because that's the only one that's going to stop me. Because it was her that literally put it in everyone's head that I was a fucking piece of shit. That you were trouble. And you know what's fucked up is that I actually helped train her. And she became a manager. And I'm like, that's cool. Like, if this is your life, go for it. I don't give a fuck if people succeed more than what I do in the same place that we work at. I really don't care.
Like, go you.
I'm here for it. Go, you go.
Just don't
try and degrade me, though.
Yeah, make it
because I'm the one that helped you get where you're at because I trained you, bitch. Remember that.
Yeah.
Remember that. And so, anybody that worked under her where we did train her, everybody fucking hated it. Everybody fucking hated it. And all that shit that was happening with everybody else during that time, which I'm not going to mention, it just became a really, like, you guys had seen how it was. Like, I actually quit. Like, I literally quit on the spot.
Yeah.
I was like, to know that my boss, Molly, I'm name dropping. I don't give a fuck right now.
My friend, so I have a good friend named Sam, and she was working
with me
when you did that.
Yeah.
And so you immediately texted, I think Carlos.
I texted Carlos. I actually
and you were like, because I know you're going to know.
Yeah.
Anyways, this is what just happened.
Yeah.
And like literally, 10 minutes later, I got the text from my friend like, girl.
Yeah.
This just happened. And I was like, uh-oh. And then Carlos was like, yeah, she told me. I was like, oh my God, what the fuck?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that was funny.
But it was funny.
I like how you did that. You're like, just because I know you're already gonna know.
Yeah, I was like, I need to let you know because I saw some there and I was there. You're like, I was good. And then when I had heard what happened with the schedule, that they were purposely giving me less hours to try and make me quit, and I was like, you guys got what you wanted.
Yeah.
You got what you wanted, babe. There you go.
That's crazy.
And what's funny to me is that the district manager, Anthony, yeah, I'm name dropping. Anthony and Molly, when they actually sat me down and told me, well, this, and I was like, that's funny. I was like, because you guys literally hated me right off the bat. And I was like, the first day I came over here and I had my interview, I was like, you want to know what you guys both made me feel? And I fucking went in, dude. I went in. He's like, I don't recall that. I was like, I actually remember what shirt you were wearing, what shirt you were wearing. You were wearing a purple shirt, both lavender and a lighter one. You were wearing your gray your gray slacks. You were also wearing some black shoes. I was like, Molly, you were wearing the sweater actually that you have on right now. Your hair was actually put to the other side. And I literally was saying all this shit. And they just looked at me like, what the fuck? And I was like, yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I was like, and all this was because some girl that I worked with, I forgot her name, if not I would name drop her. I read her name, was trying to rat me out because when we had this meeting, I was extremely tired. I wasn't sleeping. My eyes were really, really watery. So I kept like touching and I kept like closing my eyes because I was trying to make it stop. And the district manager was like, you weren't even paying attention. I was like, then why didn't I answer all the questions that you guys were asking me?
Yeah.
He's like, you weren't looking. I'm like, my eyes were watering. Like, it literally did not stop.
And why do I have to
why do I have
to
fucking look at you like a weirdo?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think he's undercover. But, when all that was happening, and I brought that up too, I was like, you guys are saying all this stuff as if I'm purposely doing things to intentionally get you mad. I've been here a lot longer than half the people that are here. Well, including her. And I meant the boss that I had during that time. Well, I've been here for a long time, and I worked under JoJo. I was like, she was hardcore on everyone that she worked with.
Yeah.
She did not let up. Like, especially if you disappointed her, she would let you know. So I always knew I always had to be in my game, but I was also a leader. And I had to, kind of feel around and understand where everybody, where they're at. And, like, when I was working over there, a few of the girls were having, like, a hard time. And I was like, you know what? Do me a favor. Go ahead and go home. Yeah. They're like, but you're going to be short, like, 2 people. I was like, I can deal with it.
Yeah.
I don't care.
And it honestly,
I'd rather you be okay than you be here.
And it's better,
making it harder for everyone
Exactly.
else.
It's better for them to just go home.
Like, I'd rather you go home.
And you guys figure it out instead of, like, depending on somebody who's clearly not able to pull their weight.
That's literally just
And it's not
there.
a bad thing. It's just, like, people have fucking bad days. Yeah. And they can't pull their weight.
And one of the girls, I felt... Because a lot of them were a lot younger than me, too. Like, early 20s, 19.
Yeah.
I'm like
sometimes 30, you work with kids in high school.
I'm 34, 35, and I'm like, fuck, God.
Sometimes you still work with kids in high school.
Yeah, and I felt very maternal.
You feel like you're babysitting.
Yeah, I felt very maternal in a way, too. Mm-hmm. So, one of the girls, when I told him, like, just go home, please. She's like, no, I don't want to get in trouble. I was like, look, anybody ask, you weren't feeling good, and I told her that you can go home. That's it. You don't need to explain it. You don't need to say what, because mentally you were just... not there. Go home. I'd rather you go home and be okay.
Yeah.
Than you be here and not want to be here.
Yeah.
And she's like, okay. Literally later, an hour later, she comes by and I was like, are you feeling better? Like, are you good? I was the only one literally handling bar, cleaning it, and like handling the cafe inside while everybody else was cleaning. I was like, I can do it by myself. I just need you guys to help me over here.
Yeah.
That was always me. I was able always to handle shit by myself because it's like, just don't get in my way.
Yeah.
And she came through the drive-thru. She's like, here, I wanted to get you this. She got me, because she had texted me, what's your favorite candy? And I was like, oh, girl. I was like, I love so many candies, and I named it. She gave me, like, 3 bags of, like, different candy that I told her.
Aww.
She's like, I want to say thank you. And I was like, you don't have to do this. It's okay. I was like, I'd rather you okay.
Yeah.
And I still talk to those girls. I still talk to them. They all texted me. Like, everybody was like, what happened? Are you okay? The day that I left. And I was like, they literally gave me close to 40 hours within that week, right? And then when I went in the next day, I saw that it was down to like 15.
What?
Yeah.
So your original schedule was
My original schedule was close to 40 hours.
And then they reprinted it.
Yeah, they reprinted it, and they made me have 15. Because the assistant manager gave me that, and then Molly was the one that said, no, she needs less hours. Jesus. And that guy ended up telling me that that's what she said that fucking day. So that was just like the icing on the cake.
Yeah.
I was crazy. Like, fuck this place. I'd rather be broke than anything. And I got a job with them like 2 weeks later.
Yeah, you did. So, fuck that.
Yeah. And honestly, thank you for that, because I actually love my job now.
Yeah, you do have a good job.
And I make so much more than what I was over there.
Yeah, I mean, totally.
Yeah.
It wasn't...
No.
It's sad it ended that way because it was like...
A lot of the managers loved me. A lot of them liked me a lot.
There are so many good people that work at Starbucks. Mm-hmm. There are so many. Mm-hmm. I mean, both of us are from Starbucks.
Yeah.
Carlos, that's like literally where I fucking met him, you know? And like, I just have a lot of good memories with people from Starbucks.
I
have 2 girls I still talk to.
I talk to actually a lot of the girls still. Yeah. That I've worked with.
Yeah, because I like that they give like good benefits and you get cute little perks, like you get to bring home a bag of coffee a week and you get free Spotify subscription with
if you're a member, cool. You get schooling online at Arizona State.
So there's a lot of good.
So there is a lot of good.
But
it's just
you're right.
When you don't have a good manager and the management makes it very known that they have favorites, and if you just piss them off or you don't kiss their ass, they let it be known they don't like it.
And you're not the only one with that experience.
Oh God, no. I know a lot. I can name drop all these motherfucking managers.
I have another good friend who kind of had a similar experience.
Yeah, and it's very sad.
But what's sad is she actually moved out of this county and got rehired at another Starbucks. Like completely different district manager, everything. Yeah. And like had the best time.
Oh yeah.
Like so good. It was just the management
that was horrible.
Here.
Yeah. That was
horrible. Really bad.
JoJo, I felt like, and I'm only dropping JoJo because I've worked with her for so fucking long. Yeah. I felt like she set me up a lot. Because there was this one time where all the managers came to our fucking store. Oh. She used to give text message to warn other people. She didn't fucking warn me. She did not warn me. And I wanted to ask her. She was like,
Sam's got it.
I think that I'm hoping that's what was in her head.
She's like, I don't need to warn her.
Yeah. And like, believe it or not, I got everything fucking done.
I bet you did.
I was smiling. I was kissing ass. Because I was like, I'm going to make her look good. Yeah. And the only reason why I had that in my head is because me and her did have a really good friendship. Mm-hmm. You know? And I was like, you know what? That's my friend. I'm going to try and make her look good. Yeah. She's not going to ask me to do it because it's my job, but I want to do it because I'm her friend. Yeah. And I've always expected that out of anybody that ever worked under me. Like, ever. Even when I was, like, a shift and I was in a bad mood. Because during this time, my ex was an asshole.
I feel like when you care about what you do and who you work with, you work better. Oh, yeah. In general. Not just you, but, like, everybody.
Yeah, I feel like everybody has that, too.
Like, and if you know that the people you work with are jerks and they're all, like, literally plotting against you, so you get out of there and quit, what's the point of work? Like, yeah. How are you? I mean, I'm sure you still went and did a good job, but, like, that's going to fuck up your whole...
Oh, yeah. Work. My mental state, I think, was the worst during that time. That was when I would black out on my way to work, and I wouldn't even fucking remember. I would have panic attacks, anxiety attacks. I couldn't. It was just so hard because even the friends that I thought were my friends, like, just kind of, like, I ended up finding out that they were talking shit about me by other people that would hear.
Did they work at Starbucks?
Yeah. So we all worked fucking together.
They were all, like, in...
Yeah, and I'm like, I hope it was worth it. Yeah. Because I will never, ever talk to you again.
Well, what's funny is
I actually haven't talked to, like, half those people.
It's funny because I'm sure you left. And, like, for some reason they thought it was going to solve some problem at the store. Yeah. And it didn't, I'm sure.
I don't know about like, that story, but yeah, probably. Because a few of them did not like me because I was a bitch.
Right, but people think, like, oh, if this person leaves, it'll be better because there'll be more hours. And someone else can get promoted to shift. Or there'll be, whatever. And so they think it's going to be better, and then you leave, and it probably wasn't.
No, because I think a lot of people actually left that store.
Yeah, I heard a lot about that store.
Yeah, yeah, And I'm like, I was just the only one that had their balls on and was not afraid to fucking say anything.
I feel like if a whole store is having toxic vibes,
oh yeah,
it has a lot to say about the manager.
Yeah, yeah. She created that. She literally talked shit about one of our.
And I don't even know this person, but like I heard from you and like other people who worked at that store.
Yeah.
Like this issue, similar stuff. So like that's the culture that was created by whoever's running it.
Yeah.
So
and it's sad because I think now she's a DM. I think. I don't know.
That's funny.
I don't know. From what I don't know.
It's funny that friend literally just texted me like yesterday.
Did she?
About some district manager, and I was like, I don't know.
What district manager? I want to know.
I don't know.
I was like, I want to know. But yeah, that's why, like, for me, like, it was a good company at first, and then it just became shit because of the management.
I never got too far in.
Yeah. Because,
you know, it was more my, like, college thing, and then, like, I always knew I was going to do something else.
Yeah.
So I think that's why I was able to have a good exit.
Yeah, you know? When you did. Yeah.
Yeah, when
that was the only time I ever left like that. Any other time, even after the incident with me and Carlos, I still left on good terms.
On good terms, yeah.
Yeah, I really left. That's why it kind of surprised me that Anthony did what he did and treated me the way that he did.
Because he
told JoJo that I handled that situation very maturely.
Yeah.
And I was like, but yet you're still being a dick to me, even though I've never done anything to you.
Yeah.
But it was like, if you didn't kiss ass to certain people, you are already like, oh, you're just a piece of shit kind of person. You know?
That's crazy.
Yeah. And it's funny, too, because anytime I see anybody from, like, there, I purposely, knowing that they don't like me, I go up to them, like, how's it going?
I love it.
I do it all the fucking time. I not give a shit.
I love the passive aggressiveness.
I do. I'm like, how are things? Oh my God. Yeah, I'm doing so good. I have a podcast. I have a really good job. I get paid really well. And like, I'm literally just dropping all these fucking facts, and they're just like,
girl, fuck you, bitch.
Yeah. Yeah, literally. I love it. I fucking love it. I was like,
It's funny. We were like, what are we going to talk about today?
I know, we have a lot of shit.
And then I was like, I don't know. Let's just, like, you know, catch up on life.
Yeah.
And here we are. Those are the best episodes.
Because we're talking so fucking randomly.
I hear my children becoming feral downstairs. So I fear we have to wrap it up.
Yes, we do. We do. We're definitely going to do this again, though.
Yes.
Yes.
I swear to God, if we listen to this recording and the mics are bad, I'm going
to fucking just throw a fit.
I don't know what I'm going to do.
We're just going to have to figure something out.
It'll be, I don't know. I'm going to lose my mind for a day. Yeah. Okay. Love you guys.
All right.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, bye.
Bye. Mwah.